Well, I would like to say good morning, folks. Hopefully your morning's better than this one. Yeah, there's a heavy fog right now. It's actually 7:30 in the morning, and we're continuing on the Empire State Trail. This long straight section that we seen last time. Those make things interesting. Because I want to know how far I walked. Because it's foggy out, so it doesn't look so bad. I like seeing the straight section way down there. And I now figured out, well, Google Maps updated things, so now I know how long this trail is. It's 2.5 miles to midpoint, which I'm going to call it on this. Well, no, this will be a whole section actually. There's a lot to see. So we're in Fort Hunter. And there's a Lock 28. I can't think of that. What's it called? Jackson Hill or something. It's a historic site, and that's where we're gonna stop with this episode. The next episode is also gonna pick up in the said area, and we're gonna be in Amsterdam. But the new tool that was installed on Google Maps is I can map these roads and trails now, so I could tell you exactly how long it is. So I know it's 2.5 miles compared to where we were guessing before. So when we go back westbound, I mapped that section too with the tool, and that's also 2.5 miles. So that's shorter than what I thought it was going to be. So I'm average about 10 miles a day, 5 out and 5 back. But that was before the issue of falling through the stairs. So we'll see how it goes. The temperature is about 52 degrees. Yesterday was 82, and it's October 7th, and it's 82 degrees. This is normal high temperatures in the 50s, lows in the 30s. Seen a lot of deer on the way up, so. That's one twisted tree. Is the tree go like that, or is that a vine? That's weird. Must be a vine. That's a thick vine. Yoink. Yeah, that's got to be a vine. So Fort Hunter has a couple of historic sites. Definitely worth checking out. Depending on when I get these 2 sections up Empire State done, I might come over and do some more little trails. They got little trails, old aqueduct, stuff like that around here to check out. You hear that, right? Let's just keep walking. He's almost on Halloween. So this section is Fort Hunter to the historic site. Pretty much 2.5 miles. I think it came out to like 2.49 or something like that. But it's 2.5 miles. So Clinton's ditch should be over here somewhere. We're eventually going to come across it. Because, well, no, maybe not. Hang on. No. Never mind. Yeah, Amsterdam's got a nice little spot to hang out and watch trains, too. I remember in 2005 I took a trip down for training to be a park ranger when I worked for the state, and yeah. That may have been an old whistle sign. Because we're that distance from the road. And that road definitely would have been there. I know that because right off from the trail, on the opposite side of the road we're parked at, there's a street called Railroad Street. So obviously, if that street existed back then and it connects to this road would have been here when the railroad was put in, for that road to be called Railroad Street. And then there's this mystery sign. Please pick up after your pet. That's kind of facing the wrong direction. It's like as you exit the park, please pick up after your pet, and your pet crapped way out here. Wouldn't you want to have that faced around this way? Because it's only like a quarter mile that way. Yeah, a quarter mile that way before where you parked. But thanks for visiting. Oh, did you pick up after your pet? No, but I'm sure I'll see some poop balloons hanging out of these trees somewhere. No doubt, if I look hard enough. That's what picking up after your pet means. Put them in a plastic thing and throw them in the woods. At least it's not on the trail. As they dangle from tree branches. Hey, it's reality. That's the way people are. So I'm just pointing out the obvious. Poop balloons because they hang out of trees. Or if you want to be technical, poop flowers. Oh. Here's another railroad relic. This was a signal base. I can see the bolts. The bolts of the signals would attach to. Of course, they would be straight up, but they nailed them down. They hammered them down. So this would have been a signal. Makes sense. You're coming up to a bridge here in a mile or two. That way. We've seen that bridge in the last episode. That's part what the signal's for. And this is a pretty wide. Yeah, this would have been double track probably, or intended to be double track because the right of way, you can see the edge there. Got all this, and you can see the edge there. So you could definitely fit 2 tracks in here. Yeah, Clinton's ditch is right below us. Oh, what's this up here? Junction ahead? What is this? I'm not to that spot already. There's a junction, I'm thinking. But, oh my god. There's so much fog in here. In the air, I touched my hair, it's all wet. But there's a junction ahead. That's not the one I'm thinking it is. There's one that's got a gate. A fence that goes across that I thought about parking at, but I don't think that's the right one. This is something different coming up here. Anyway, Clinton's ditch and the enlarged Erie Canal is down there. I see a sign coming up here. What is it? Oh, this could be part of that historic site too. There's a lot of, looks like signs up here. Yeah, this is... Okay, so this is part... Scared myself. This is part of the historic site. It's on wheel trail, maybe? What's going on here? Yeah, this is a snowmobile trail sign. Stay in control. Keep your hands on the handlebar. Yeah. snowmobile. Brookfield Renewables. So definitely this would be a snowmobile trail in the wintertime. Amsterdam, Mineville, Tribes Hill. Straight for Amsterdam, Tribes Hill. That way. Okay. Yeah, it was not the junction I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was. It was way too early. I don't even think I went around the corner yet. It's hard to tell. Can you see if I went around the corner? What corner did I go around? Remember when we ended the last episode, there was a curve coming up. I don't think I went around it yet. To be honest. Oh, what the hell's that? Why is it moving toward me? What are you doing? Alright, I'll stop, I guess. What? What's wrong with this animal? Go away, please. Alright, let's just walk a little faster. Maximum power to thrusters, please. Bird's creeping me out. Again, I can't make this stuff up. I was going to make any... Again, I didn't thought this was going to be a boring part of the trail until a bird walks out in front of you. I don't even know. I'm still chasing you. I can't make this stuff up. It's a little distracting as I'm trying to get ahead of it and it's coming out closer and closer. I'm like, oh, alright, you go first. And then it just hangs out here. That's a little creepy. It's there somewhere. I can't see with the fog. I can't see it anymore. Oh, there it is. It's still lingering there somewhere. That was a little disturbing. Yeah, I can't find it now. Oh, it's right there in the middle. It's outside more. There. And the fact is you're walking away from it and starts running toward you. I can't see it being anybody's path because there's no houses around here. There's a huge ditch over here. Could be? Question mark? See, there's nobody around, so... Again, you never know what you're going to find out here. You're even thinking it's just going to be a boring, foggy section. Yeah. Better a bird than a deer, I guess. Oh, I don't like walking under these in the fog. So I don't hear these ones going zzz. Must be the voltage that goes through them. Oh, I see the curb now. Okay, we're just getting to the curve. Yes, you're getting that much to see out there. Not much to see that way either. Except the gas pipe. Because I know some of them you could hear the the buzzing, and then I didn't hear that one making any noise, so it must be a lower voltage. What's the only one hiking today? Hiking the trail today. English is hard, which I was surprised with it being so foggy out. But again, it's October. Today's high is gonna be upper 70s, when it's normally 50s. I haven't seen a milepost yet, so I'm kind of wondering if that was removed or not, because it seems like I should have seen one by now. Oh, and it's hard to believe that the sun is shining everywhere else. Trust me, it's a clear morning anywhere else except the fog is blocking our sunlight today or at this moment. So the sun would be shining anywhere else if you weren't in the valley. Hang on. I see the road right here actually. So probably coming up to that private driveway crossing kind of thing coming up here. Speaking of the road. What road are you seeing over there? Comedic timing of traffic. It's been a pretty quiet walk. Other than that one pedestrian and that bird. Something weird right here. Looks like there would have been a wooden post here, not from the railroad, for the trail. There's a wooden post here. Yeah, two other wooden posts here. Maybe this was a road access down here. Oh yeah. So we're getting closer. I think that's on the, if you're going to the historic site, you'll come up and then come down and around like an S curve. I think that's where we are right now. Clearly there used to be some way to come down through here that they had to put posts up in the middle of the road and on that side of the road. And then you got this fence here. So, and there would have been another post here. So, and it's part of Clinton's ditch. And that's right here actually, I think. I don't know if that's, that's posted land. No, that's not part of the, that is Clinton's ditch, but it's not a canal lock or anything. So, it's just rock formation. Oh, you can see it right here. You can see the rocks. I thought it was canal, a lock wall, but it's just rocks. You sure that's not Clinton's ditch? No, I don't know what's going on here. Let's take a little peek over here. No, there's no way of, but then again, that looks like it was purposely cut. It would have been one tight fit. It's about the size of a lock gate, actually. I'd have to look into that. That is perfectly cut all the way down through there. See right there. I don't know. Well, yeah, like I was saying, this is the unique part because you could go to the historic site, and I think you could cross over to the other side of Clinton's ditch. Well, I know you can because there's also a trail over there. And I think you could take the other trail all the way back to Fort Hunter. Not 100% sure. We'll find out later. Because again, they got a bunch of stuff here to see. Right now, I'm focusing on Empire State. Yeah, that's not Clinton's ditch right there. Okay, confirmed. Not a canal on that side. Yeah, that over there. It's probably further on the other side, but that was not part of Clinton's ditch. Okay, here's the one with the gate. Yeah, it's a private drive. What is this thing hanging out of it? got a trail counter. Yeah, see, I thought about parking here, but I wasn't sure what this driveway is. It is a private driveway. Okay, so no, good thing I didn't park there. Yeah, there's a house down there. That's why. Good to know. So, I still haven't seen any mileposts. Should have well passed one by now. It's probably buried in there somewhere, or it could be on this other side. I don't know. What we should have done is have the rail trail and a set of rail tracks over here, and you know, left in the railroad here and has a trail next to it. Some places have that, but that'd be a funny joke right now, because I could look at their old abandoned railroad tracks and go, are you sure these are not active? Oh, you sure, right? Hey, look, there's a poop balloon I've been talking about. A poop flower. That's what you do with them. You picked up after your dog, right? It doesn't say what to do with them. Just throw them in trees. Throw them in the nearest woods when nobody's looking. Ah, smell that fresh dog crap. Unfortunately, that's the society of today. The odors are not the only thing wafting through the air today. And anybody that's in the trains, the historic site up here that we're gonna walk into, you got some nice views if you know which direction the train's coming, but that'd be in my historic site tour of that area. I don't know if that's gonna be its own separate little tour, because you got this lock site up here, and then you got the whole entire Fort Hunter village behind me, and it's because it's only 2 miles outside the village. But that's the way it's going now. It might end up in its own video, but and of course we need the railroad mascot to come say hi. Got a waterfall down there. You mean the one with the loose wheel? So Clinton's Ditch is right there. You can actually see the prism. Now I know what that's called. Prism. So that's Clinton's Ditch for sure right there. And our road crossing's right here, so getting closer. I know it's probably about half mile from the road crossing. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't see a milepost sign. It's got me scratching my head. They must have tore it out. Again, Clinton's Ditch is down here. And I know that for a fact. And there's also a trail on the other side of this Clinton's Ditch prism. I believe it connects all the way back to Fort Hunter. Again, that's all. Ow! That's all exploring later. That was an acorn. I stepped on it wrong. Oh. Noises you don't want to hear coming from behind you. Gevos. The raindrops you're hearing is from the fog. As I said, if it was anywhere else other than down here in the valley, the sun would be shining right now. This is, well, 8 o'clock now. Oh, almost talking about that. It's an old railroad tie laying right there. There's another one right there. I like these little hints along the way that show you the history. Well, it's on the rail trail. Like some places you have ballast, you could tell it used to be an old rail bed. Milepost signs, whistle signs. Railroad ties scattered here and there. An actual old railroad crossing sign from a couple episodes ago. Oh, these acorns are big. Okay, I figured something out. 1.5 m, 1.5 mile. So we're half mile from the historic site, and we went 1.5 miles to this point. Because back there a little ways, I didn't show you. It said half mile, and now it's 1.5. So it's lining up. Like I said, now that feature has been updated to Google Maps, so I could actually map the actual down to the foot in miles. I know as coming here that it's 2.5 to this historic site, and then from the historic site to Amsterdam is also 2.5. So let me stop here for a minute. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. See, you get a visitor center, an active duck picnic area. It's a state historic site. And that's going that way. Those acorns falling out of the tree, so I'm ignoring it. And you got the historic site this way, and also that's an excessive amount of nuts falling out of that tree. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break here real quick, and yeah, we'll see what happens. It's not getting any better out. That was the road. It's not about a straight section. Bushes. Yeah, I guess the fog's gonna hang around for a while, so I've did some filming over here at the historic site. I don't think I'm gonna include it in this video. I'll show you. Hey, here it is. You can park here kind of like I usually do. Go back, get the car. Hope for better weather conditions. But right now you can't see anything. Again, if you're anywhere else other than in the valley, the sun's nice and brightly shining and not behind a fog cloud. I also heard a train go by. I'm gonna tell you, listen, I'm gonna let the video roll. Like if I hear another westbound, unfortunately 90's over there making some noise, but it's just the ambient noise. You can hear train horn, train horn, train horn, train horn. It's just like the ambience of it. So if I say listen, that clip's gonna roll until the train comes past me. If I can hear the train over the highway. I did last time, so. So I haven't seen any mileposts yet. I'm kind of baffled. Other than that, not much update on. It's a straight trail. We got an intersection of some sorts coming up here, it looks like. Yeah, not much update on. Oh, these things are hard to see. That's why I wish they kind of cleared it away. This is an old whistle post. It's not a mile marker, that's a whistle post. Huh. Part of the road we just crossed. Too bad it still doesn't have the W on it though. Can you see it on the other side? No. Oh, you can. Barely. You can make out the W. We're getting trying to find things through a LCD screen this size. It is almost near impossible. Oh, you're too far over. It should be right there. Yeah, I can't even see it through this. So, according to my hands, I'm looking right at it. There. Is that it? Either way, I can see the W on it. Barely. I don't think it's for this what's up here, but... Oh, no, you're right. If you're going this direction... We gotta be pretty close to that historic site. So, yeah. And that's why it's on this side and not this side. Because if you're going this direction, you got that road coming up. There you go. Still a neat little thing to find in the woods. And again, if you weren't looking, you would have completely missed it. Like I am now. So, there's a W on the other side of it. It's just tucked away back there. Lost forever. Still no mile marker though. Yeah, there's some more structures here. Yeah, more greenhouses. Used to be a farm, it looks like, at one time. Huh. Private driveway. A little sketchy because they got cameras all over the place. So I'm guessing it's a seasonal private driveway. I'm not going to show you the cameras, but that's about private driveway to probably a seasonal residence. But they're wired, so. Oh, what's on the trail up here? Right up here. Not many trains out today, don't sound like. Yeah, I'll get to Amsterdam, there won't be any. 2 mile. Do not litter. That's what I was looking at. Do not litter. What? I think I hear a train coming. Yep. Something tells me there might be a train coming. Doesn't appear they're not your opposite direction, but right after I said that, honk goes the train horn. Oh, the sounds. You hear the train horn blowing and the gunshot. You can hear sometimes better than I can, but I imagine you did because you were actually aimed that direction. Honk! It is hunting season, so yeah. Remember that listen thing I told you to do? Start it now. This is gonna run continuous. We're just gonna listen to this ambient noise and the train horns and the rabbits and the traffic. So we start that right now. Alright, I'm done holding my breath. It's like a little creek here, and we're at our site actually, so we've arrived. Again, I'll have more better video on this historic site in another video, because today the weather isn't cooperating, but I was here yesterday afternoon when I got in town. Did some filming here. Yeah. Small creek. I don't see any way down there to see the actual railroad construction of this culvert over the creek. Yeah, there's no way to get down there. But here we are. We've arrived at our destination. Again, now that we have that tool, I know exactly what I'm hiking and how long it's going to be. I could put a pin on where I need to turn around if it is too long, like a 5-mile straight trail. I could put a pin at 2.5, and it will be alerted to my phone when I hit that mark. Spider's working awful loud. So yeah, we're 2.5 miles from Amsterdam right now. Schoharie Crossing State Historic Site, Yankee Hill picnic area. We're gonna take a quick layover here, and yeah, I'll take a little peek around here, show you some of the things. But like I said, there's gonna be another whole video of the place when I'm finished in the area, so look for that. It might be in its own separate thing, or it might be a mixed bag of Fort Hunter stuff related kind of thing, so don't know yet. So yeah, I'll B-roll some actually I'm gonna go back and get the car parked, and then I'll come back for B-roll. So yeah, here we are, and there's an information sign there, and we're almost to Amsterdam. So again, we'll B-roll, so we'll take some more looks around here, and yeah, then we'll continue the section into Amsterdam, which also has some eye candy, because apparently now it's going to be sirens time. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. And now some B-roll from the historic site without the noise. So I'm pretty sure this trail It's just like the Empire State Trail. It's 2.5 miles. I'm pretty sure this connects over to near the fire station is in Fort Hunter. But we'll find out soon enough, because this is going to be hiked as well, like I did David Beebe's. I might come back to it, but you know, I will come back to it at some point, but whenever that is, I don't know. So, that being said, whoa. I'm getting tickets. Train snuck up on me. Beautiful little park though. And that's the Amtrak station in Amsterdam here, because that was an Amtrak train that went by. And that's the same train when we were hiking the trail. Good train watching spot if you go down to the other end of the park. You got the parking lot over here. If you go over the locks here, the historic locks, and head that way, there's also another trail 2.5 miles to Amsterdam, but there's a picnic table and you can look across the canal and see the actual rail line for those that are interested. Yeah, see, there's this black spot. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's right here. I cannot get rid of it. So, that's camera damage if you're seeing it. It might be a viewfinder thing, but it's in every video. And as many times as I clean these lenses, they still exist. So I think it, because there's two lenses, there's an inner lens. This camera's like 6-7 years old now. So I'm trying to alleviate that problem. Yankee Hill. Nice little layover stop. There's picnic tables here. So, parking lot. I don't know if you can park in this one. If this is just a historic site parking lot. You got a little restroom here, but there's another little parking lot over on the other side of the road. I think that might be for the trail, and this over here might be for the historic site. I'm not 100% sure. Lock 28, Yankee Hill Lock. And the building behind me is Putman's Lock Grocery. So this would have been a bustling place. And here's the enlarged, you can see where the lock door pockets are right here. This would have been the enlarged part right here. I'm pretty sure there had been lock tender's house here. It'll be a nice place to visit in person. And that being said, we're in New York State, all of New York State is in a burn ban and a drought. You can see how far down the water level would be and where it is now. So, yeah, you can't have any campfires or anything because we are in a drought. Hey, I see blue sky, so, oh, there you go. Look at this. Look at this. Catching this right now. There's the fog right there, leaving. And it's all nice and blue sky. So the fog's finally lifting. Finally. So our next section might not be too bad. We'll have to come back here and get the car anyway, so yeah. Alright, I'll take a quick break, see if the weather improves, and we'll start this next 2.5 mile section into Amsterdam, New York. Oh yeah, nice little place to visit. In fact, you can see where the rail tracks are down there. Right across the river there. That's the rail line. It's really the only spot you can see is down in that corner of the park. Alright, well, wrap this up, and thanks for watching. Okay, this is unique to get on video, and I'm glad I'm here to get it. If you look over here, you see the fog. If you look over here, you see clearness. Things are clearing up now. Yeah, so we're getting ready to hike another section of the Empire State Trail. We're like Lock 28 Yankee Hill Picnic Area, historic site. It's funny, on this side of the Putnam's store, if I said that right, you can't see anything. It's all fog. It's been foggy all morning. And then you come onto this side of the building, it just magically clears up. Should be how today goes, I hope. Okay. Look at the sky, clear sky, and right there you got the fog. So anyway, I was looking at this map. This is where we are. A name I can't pronounce or I'll butcher it. And we are right here, Putnam's Canal Store, and going to Amsterdam. So Queen Anne Road. So we're going to start at Queen Anne Road, head to Amsterdam, and that's where this trip's going to end, Amsterdam. I'll probably wrap up there for the Empire State Trail, and we got all these little trails I might do, but I'm going to take a break in Amsterdam and do some rail fanning too. So alright, let's get down the trail, shall we? Got a little restroom here. Just a little one. Let's see these freshly footprints. I'm gonna walk over here. So it looks like it leads right to the trail anyway without having to cross the road. Haha.